Hi, it's me. I know I'm dressed. I've been out and I've stayed dressed deliberately because I want to show off this new jacket. If I can just get up a bit. Oh, I'm not having a particularly good day today. But this is a flannel jacket. It's a £300 jacket which I got on sale for a ridiculously low price. And I bought it, and I have to say, it wasn't quite what I was expecting, not at all. Because it's really very casual, but it feels lovely. It's wool and cotton. And, anyway, as you can see, I'm blue today. And maybe you can see, can you see my feet? Maybe not. Now you can. See? Oh, I'm such a show-off. But I like my clothes. And people notice that rather than my cripple status. Seriously, they do. I went to a place where lots of people knew me, but because I wasn't all dressed up, they didn't. They didn't realise it was me, because I went just plain dressed. I don't know what I'm doing now, so I should take my hat off. Oh, anyway, I guess I'm feeling a little bit. I had more pain than I expected today, and I've had to stay in because I got a delivery from UPS. And I fell asleep in the new armchair last night, which I thought would possibly happen, because it really is very comfy. I'm not so sure about this pressing the button so it tips me out. Well, of course you know what I mean, but it puts me in an almost standing position to get off it. And that just makes me feel too old, so I don't use it. And I struggle and grunt as I get up. And do you know, I grunt all the time when I make movements, and I didn't realise I did until I started videoing myself. And I realised that every time I made a movement, I went, oh, or whatever. And anyhow, I had a real surprise today. I went and got Super Daniel. If you remember, I had Little Daniel and Big Daniel, their wheelchairs, and I no longer have them, and I've got a Super Duper Daniel. Oh, here he comes again. No, you stay there. I'm not having you up on my lap today. And don't you moan. That's it. Piss off. Go away. Mustn't talk to the children like that. Go on, bugger off. Oh, anyway, now he's distracted me. What was I saying? Yes. So Super Daniel is suspended, has suspension. Yes, that's what I mean. It has suspension. And he's got a 25-mile range and only a 4-mile-per-hour speed, which is what they all have. I think that's the limit. But you'd be surprised how fast that is in Tesco's. You know, you could really cause somebody some damage if you hit them at that speed. And I can feel the breeze in my head, on my head. Anyway. So anyway, he's all done. But they didn't charge me. I was really surprised. It cost me 75 quid last time. He said, no, have that on us. Which I thought was, well, I don't know why he did it. I was pretty stunned. And I still am. No, I've said, go away. Please, go on, go away. And don't you look so hard done by. Go on. Go. Honestly, I can't leave them for 5 bloody minutes without them wondering where their dad is. Oh, that's a silly expression, really. I'm the pack leader. It's quite funny. I always wanted to be popular. Didn't think it would be with a bunch of bloody dogs. They do, they follow me everywhere. And it's quite amusing, really, and I do like them a lot. My relationship with my dogs is the best I've ever had. And I think it's because I am the best I've ever been. And so therefore, you know, it's different with my dogs. And somehow I'm able to discipline them without sort of being an ogre. And so they trust me. And they just know from my voice. I mean, that's the worst they get, is my voice. And which can sometimes be really harsh and rude. I'm sure you know that I know a few rude words. Anyway. One thing I was thinking about with the chair is comfort. Comfort's never been in my life. I've never experienced what comfort feels like. Because I can't, there's just, and this has been all my life, I've either been mentally really uncomfortable, which of course I was all through, you know, everything that went on. I was just never at ease, never. You know, you can't turn it off. You always have to be on the lookout. And misery is not comfortable. And fear is certainly not comfortable. And so I've also never been physically comfortable because I've always been tense. Always. Now I'm not tense, but I'm not comfortable either. And, you know, even with the new chair, as lovely as it is, and it is better than anything I've experienced so far, you know, I still feel myself. I can't, it doesn't switch off. It'd be rather nice if it did. My biggest problem is sort of, well, all around my pelvic area, I guess, from a little bit above it to down to my knees, but generally all around the front bit, all around the, well, the front and back. And well, it would just be nice if that stopped for a bit. I mean, even on the morphine which I've taken this morning, I had to. It doesn't completely go. You know, I can feel it when I'm in the car. Anyway, I'm not going to get all miserable about this. That's not what I want to talk about. But it's just, it would really be nice to be comfortable. It's not that I've never been. I mean, when I used to smoke pot, yeah, that would make me feel really comfortable. But it'd also make me hungry and horny. And that wasn't particularly a good combination. And oh, John thought it made me a pest. Oh dear, if only now, huh? But, oh, thank God I'm not horny anymore. Ugh. It's a pain. Which sort of reminds me, you know, you women out there complain about men and basically missing the bowl when they pee in the bathroom. Well, I'll tell you something. If you try to pee out down into a bowl out of something that is sticking up, which is always what happens when you get up in the middle of the night or the morning to pee, well, of course we're going to miss. And without my glasses I can't really see whether I missed or not. And I just sort of struggle back to bed. But I haven't got any woman in here to complain, so that's all right. Oh dear. Well, that was an interesting subject, wasn't it? But yeah. Oh, and the UPS people have also been extremely good to me. I phoned them this morning and explained that I was going to be out for about 3 hours. Anyway, and they called me back on my mobile and they'd spoken to the driver who said that he would make sure he didn't come before 1 o'clock. So it'd be actually it was as late as he could this afternoon, which I'm really pleased about. And everything just seems to be working so well this week. I've had 2 days, good days of swimming. Okay, well I've now had 2 days of not swimming, but I will swim tomorrow. I should feel sort of better by then. And anyway, I'm going to try and keep this short. Okay, bye.